Thousands of years ago, our ancestors could only look up at the night sky, imagining the distant planets of our solar system. Twinkling stars, mysterious dots of light. All were just dreams beyond our reach. Then came the telescope, like a window into the cosmos, allowing humanity to admire the planets from Earth, albeit dimly. But would you believe it? Technology has advanced even further, taking us on an amazing journey. Probes have flown billions of miles, close to gas giants, rugged rocky worlds, and even touched the boundaries of our sun without burning up. Now, for the first time in human history, we can admire incredibly sharp images of celestial bodies in our solar system. Imagine the sunlight sparkling on icy lakes on distant moons, or the clearest views of Jupiter, where centuries-old mysteries are slowly being revealed. And the amazingly tiny details on the surface of the sun, as if you were standing right in front of a cosmic fire. These images are no longer the product of science fiction, but real, vivid, and enchanting. In 1979, the Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 probes flew past Jupiter, the giant planet of the solar system. They brought back more than 33,000 breathtaking images, capturing the majestic beauty of this planet and its moons. As Voyager 1 got closer, it amazed the world with detailed images of the Great Red Spot, a giant storm, as big as the Earth, that was once a distant mystery. These images were like a whisper from the universe, revealing the power and beauty of extraterrestrial nature. In 2016, Juno officially entered Jupiter's orbit, becoming the first probe capable of seeing through the planet's dense clouds. The images that Juno sent back exceeded all expectations, eclipsing all previous observations. Can you imagine? Jupiter's clouds are so thick that they obscure everything, but thanks to microwave frequencies, Juno measured the amount of water deep inside the planet's atmosphere, like an explorer diving deep into the atmospheric ocean. Take a look at this image. On the left, you will see Jupiter's clouds appear as the human eye can see, close and real. But on the right, when scientists adjusted the color and contrast, the tiny details suddenly appeared clearly, as if you were touching the planet's surface. Imagine one day, you could stand there yourself, witnessing the giant cloud vortices right before your eyes, instead of just looking at a picture. In 2017, Juno flew over Jupiter's southern tropics, just 8,000 miles above the surface. The bright clouds in the image, though small, were actually up to 30 miles wide and tall, large enough to cast shadows on the cloud layers below. Scientists believe these clouds contain water and ammonia ice, and sometimes produce spectacular lightning strikes, as another Juno image captured. Did you ever think lightning could be so bright on a distant planet? The atmospheres of gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn are complex, with supervelocity jets, powerful winds that hurtle through the atmosphere at hundreds of miles per hour. One of these, Jupiter's N3 jet, was captured by Juno during a close encounter. The image is so sharp that details as small as 1.6 miles across can be seen. Sunlight, like on Earth, also changes the way we see planets. When light hits Jupiter's swirling atmosphere, it creates a vivid, colorful picture. And when scientists use infrared technology, previously unseen features suddenly appear, like a cosmic secret is revealed. With just a little color correction, Juno's images suddenly become more vivid than ever. The closer Juno gets to Jupiter, the more stunning images it brings back, especially the giant storms in the polar regions. Every 5 weeks, Juno flies over the planet's poles, capturing moments that we can't take our eyes off. These images are not just science, but also an invitation, pulling us on a journey to explore the vast universe. And the story doesn't stop there. Imagine floating in space, witnessing the giant storms swirling around Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system. On its 46th flyby of the planet, the Juno spacecraft sent back a breathtaking image of the giant tornadoes in the North Polar region. These storms, powerful and fierce, have been spinning for more than 5 years, like an endless dance of the universe. And what's even more amazing, Juno is still circling Jupiter, continuing its mission until 2025, bringing back images that will leave us speechless. Meanwhile, the James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's latest technological wonder, has given us a completely different view of Jupiter. The latest images from Webb are not only sharp but also like a colorful cosmic painting, highlighting the majestic beauty of this planet. But Jupiter is not the only star in this story. Its moons, the mysterious satellites, also had their moment in the sun. While not as striking as Earth's moon, the images of them are still some of the most beautiful we've ever seen. Take a look at Ganymede, the largest moon in the solar system, even larger than Mercury. When Voyager 1 took pictures of its surface, we saw two contrasting types of terrain. Ancient dark areas, like pages of history billions of years old, and brighter, younger streaks, like new scribbles on the cosmic canvas. But that's not the most detailed image. Another close-up of Ganymede revealed grooves and ridges in its icy crust, which looked like a piece of metal under a microscope. Did you ever think a moon could be so strangely beautiful? Next up is Callisto, another moon of Jupiter, with a complex ring structure that scientists believe is low in density. Callisto's rugged, cratered surface is reminiscent of Earth's moon, but with a charm all its own. Then there's Io, a tiny ball of rock with a giant Jupiter in the background, photographed by Cassini in 2001. Although they appear close together, the distance between Io and Jupiter is actually 2.5 times the size of the planet itself. Io is a magical world with more than 400 active volcanoes, including Ra Patera, which erupts with fiery lava flows that flow down its slopes like rivers of fire. Io's mountains are even taller than those on Earth, defying the imagination. But perhaps the brightest of Jupiter's moons is Europa. In 2016, Juno flew within 350 kilometers of Europa, capturing its fractured surface with its small domes, ice bands, and ridges. The broken ice on the surface hints at a liquid ocean hidden deep below. Do you dare to dream that one day we will discover life in that ocean? Future technology may help us confirm this with absolute precision, opening a new chapter in our journey to conquer the universe. Now, let's leave Jupiter for another planet, 645 million kilometers away. Saturn, the fascinating rocky world with legendary rings of dust and debris. If you think pictures of Jupiter are beautiful, prepare to be overwhelmed by the beauty of Saturn. The journey to explore this planet began with Galileo, the first person to observe its rings through a 20x telescope. But he was wrong. Galileo thought he saw two moons hugging Saturn, forming the shape of two handles. In fact, those are the famous rings, a masterpiece of the universe. Scientists today have discovered something even more interesting. A study based on 200 computer simulations suggests that Saturn's rings may have formed from a collision between two icy moons early in the universe's history. In the 1980s, the Voyager spacecraft flew by Saturn, returning the first images to shed light on the mystery of the rings. But that was just the beginning. Imagine yourself on a spacecraft, gliding past the sparkling rings of Saturn, the jewel of our solar system. The historic encounter of the Voyager spacecraft with Saturn opened a window for humanity, allowing us to admire this ring system from an unprecedented close distance. The rings are not just a delicate, enchanting band, made mostly of sparkling ice grains, but also contain fragments of comets and asteroids. These fragments, only a few million years old, are still orbiting Saturn, like celestial dances of ancient icy moons. Have you ever wondered what these cosmic dust particles have witnessed over the past millions of years? Then came Cassini, taking exploration to a new level. Not only did it bring back sharper images of Saturn and its rings, but Cassini also revealed a whole new group of moons, previously unknown. One of the most memorable moments was when Cassini captured a giant storm raging in the planet's northern hemisphere. Higher up, over Saturn's North Pole, the spacecraft captured a breathtaking sight, a giant gas vortex with an eye 2,000 kilometers wide, like a portal into the planet's soul. Looking at it, do you feel like you're being sucked into a cosmic mystery? The colors in this image are not real colors, but coded to tell a story. Red represents low-lying clouds, while green represents clouds hovering at higher altitudes, like a secret language of the universe. Although it was taken from as far away as the Earth is from the Moon, each pixel in the image represents only 2 kilometers in reality, an astonishing level of detail. But the most beautiful image of Saturn is probably the stunning panorama made up of 165 individual images. The atmosphere, rich in methane, absorbs and scatters sunlight, creating a watercolor-like, soft, poetic picture. Saturn also has brilliant auroras, but unlike the shimmering northern lights on Earth. Here, the auroras appear only in the ultraviolet spectrum, invisible to the naked eye, and can only be captured by special cameras. When charged particles from the Sun collide with Saturn's atmosphere, they create magical bands of light, like invisible dances between the stars. And from another angle, you'll see that Saturn's rings are incredibly thin, like a silver blade cutting through space. On the left of the image, a tiny dot of light is Dione, one of Saturn's 146 moons. Don't let its size fool you. Dione is only about 3 times smaller than our moon. Saturn's moons are wondrous worlds, and scientists believe some of them may harbor underground oceans and even alien microbial life. Enceladus, one of the most prominent moons, is the most obvious example. Cassini has captured images of plumes of water erupting from underground springs on Enceladus's surface, creating a trail of glittering particles in space. This trail does not dissipate, but instead contributes to the formation of Saturn's E ring, a permanent mark of the moon in the cosmos. Another close-up image from Cassini shows a stark contrast. Enceladus's north side is littered with impact craters, indicating an ancient surface, while the rest of the surface is a new, smooth, and vibrant landscape. These images are not only science, but also an invitation to continue dreaming and exploring. Imagine a world where ice and water vapor erupt from beneath the surface, like giant fountains in the cold of space. That's the south pole of Enceladus, Saturn's magical moon. Scientists believe these eruptions come from a subsurface ocean hidden beneath its icy crust. At the bottom of that ocean, there may be thermal vents that radiate heat and fuel vital chemical reactions, creating an ideal environment for primitive life forms. Dare you dream of finding alien life right here, in our own solar system? While Enceladus's existence is not yet confirmed, the mere thought of it is heartwarming. But Enceladus isn't the only Saturn moon that scientists are curious about. Titan, the planet's largest moon, is another strong candidate. During the Cassini mission, images revealed surface lakes on Titan, not of water but of liquid methane and ethane, shimmering in the dim light. The dark patches in the images looked as if they had been carved by flowing water, evoking the images of winding rivers on Earth. An artist's dream has come to paint the scene, lakes of methane glistening on Titan's surface, cold but enchanting. Unlike on Earth, where lakes are formed by glacial, tectonic, or volcanic activity, on Titan these lakes are formed by outgassing. As temperatures rise, the liquid nitrogen in Titan's crust heats up, turning to steam and creating large craters on the surface, like scars from space. In one magical moment, Cassini captured the shimmering reflection of Kivu Lakes Lake on Titan from an altitude of 30,000 kilometers. This infrared image is like sunlight shining on a lake on Earth from an airplane window, but this time, it's from an alien world. And Titan doesn't just have lakes, it has vast seas of methane, stretching across its icy surface. Although Titan is much colder than Earth, its thick methane atmosphere creates a powerful greenhouse effect, warming the surface. Some scientists dream that a strange form of life, based not on water but on hydrocarbons, could be thriving in these methane lakes. Can you imagine it? A completely different form of life, thriving in conditions we once thought impossible. But the universe doesn't stop at Saturn and its moons. Further out, other mysteries await discovery. Voyager 2, on its journey out of the solar system, visited Uranus, an ice giant that appears as a pale blue, almost featureless sphere. But don't let appearances fool you. Uranus has auroras, wispy clouds, and even faint rings, though not as bright as Saturn's. Despite being nearly 50 years old, Voyager 2 managed to capture some close-up images, providing the first window into this mysterious world. Now, the James Webb Space Telescope is continuing its mission, delivering unprecedentedly sharp images of Uranus. In one panoramic image, Webb captured the planet and 6 of its 27 moons. Zoom in, and you'll see brilliant rings, glowing clouds, and a polar cap that sparkles like a jewel. These images are more than just science, they're an invitation to draw us deeper into the vastness of space. And as we continue our journey, another deep blue world awaits. Neptune, the bluest planet in the solar system. Imagine yourself gliding through space, where the dim light of the sun is just a faint glow. In 1989, the Voyager 2 spacecraft, like a tenacious explorer, approached Neptune and took a picture from a distance of 16 million kilometers. The deep blue planet appears like a sparkling jewel in the cosmic darkness, full of mystery and allure. Like Jupiter, Neptune boasts a famous atmospheric feature, the Great Dark Spot, a storm wider than the Atlantic Ocean. But that's not all. Smaller dark spots, swirling vortices of gas and liquid, sweep through the atmosphere at mid-latitudes, sometimes changing direction in an erratic dance. Can you imagine the mesmerizing chaos? Neptune's weather is a wild symphony, perhaps the most extreme in the solar system. Winds of frozen methane blow at terrifying speeds, exceeding 1,900 kilometers per hour, 1.5 times the speed of sound and 9 times the strongest winds on Earth. It is the power of a planet in constant motion, like a cosmic artist drawing fierce lines across the deep blue sky. In the darkness, Neptune's largest moon, Triton, shines quietly. Hundreds of times smaller than the other moons in the system, Triton is thought to be a Kuiper belt object that was captured by Neptune's gravity billions of years ago. The best image of Triton, taken by Voyager from an altitude of 146,000 kilometers, reveals a young and dynamic world. Its surface is one of the youngest in the solar system, still geologically active despite its incredible distance from the Sun. Scientists think Triton may still be warm, and may even harbor an ocean of liquid water beneath its icy crust. Just think, a liquid ocean 30 times farther from the Sun than Earth. If true, Triton would be the most distant body in the solar system to retain liquid water, challenging all our assumptions about water worlds. Such a discovery would rewrite the story of life in the universe. But let's leave the distant planets behind and return to the center of the solar system. The Sun, nature's giant nuclear reactor. With temperatures reaching millions of degrees, the Sun has long been a challenge for astronomers looking to get a closer look. But that all changed with NASA's Parker Solar Probe, the first spacecraft to venture through the corona, the outermost layer of the Sun's atmosphere, where temperatures reach 1.1 million degrees Celsius, much hotter than the surface. Images from inside the corona, captured by Parker, reveal a world seething like a giant cauldron, with bubbles of charged plasma constantly moving, creating a vibrant and energetic atmosphere. Occasionally, the Sun ejects billions of tons of plasma particles into space, and if they were directed toward Earth, they could reach our planet in just a few days. One such eruption was recorded by the Solar Dynamics Laboratory, demonstrating the Sun's immense power. Recently, the largest solar flare in years disrupted radio signals on Earth, a reminder that our star never stops. Images from the Solar Dynamics Laboratory show the ferocity of the event, like a cosmic fire. But the story of our solar system is not over yet. Imagine standing in front of a giant painting where ultraviolet light paints a picture of the Sun so vividly that you forget you're looking at a star millions of miles away. In 2020, Solar Orbiter gave us a mesmerizing new view of the Sun, a mosaic made up of 25 ultraviolet images. These close-up images take us right into the cosmic fire, showing every tiny detail of our solar system's central star in breathtaking detail. Can you feel the heat of the Sun in these images? But that's not the end. The Inouye Solar Telescope, a 4-meter technological marvel on Earth, has taken solar observations to a whole new level. It's like putting our star under a microscope in a lab, producing images so sharp you'd think they were as big as the Earth. Look at this image. Giant cellular structures, each the size of Texas, are clearly visible. The bright spots are where hot material from the Sun's core rises to the surface, then cools and sinks into darker regions, like an endless cosmic dance of energy. Other images from Inouye reveal even more amazing details about the Sun's structure. Sunspots, temporary regions in the photosphere where the temperature is lower than the surrounding area, appear as mysterious dark patches, standing out against the bright light. Each sunspot tells a story, a trace of the violent fluctuations in the heart of the star. These images are not only beautiful, but also hold the key to unlocking the secrets of how the Sun works, lighting up the entire solar system. Every step forward in human technology is a step closer to understanding the universe around us. The photographs we take are not only works of art from nature, but also windows into the true nature of celestial bodies. They change the way we see our solar system, from the giant planets to the central star. In the next few years, the quality and sharpness of these images will improve so much that you might mistake them for computer graphics. Will we then truly see the true face of the universe? Think about it. Which image has you most amazed? The swirling storms of Neptune, the glittering rings of Saturn, or the blazing flares of the Sun?